Hello guys, welcome back. This is Dr. Cool Auto Fix. In today's very video edition here, I want to try to debunk some of the things that is going on the internet space, and I want to be using one of the legit websites that a lot of people end users go to air their frustrations when they got a problem on car complaint. Now, you have a car complaint, you can add yours and report exactly the mileage where it started happening. I want to assure you guys that most of the complaint that comes from here, most people who actually come to complain here are America, who buys their car brand new off the car lot, and we're gonna be seeing it. So today I decide I want to compare the Scottish Channel Toyota is the best car and pay it head to head with what we're gonna be seeing here. So Toyota overview, and the total complaint as of 2024 by 5th October is 16,331 complaints filed on Toyota vehicles. The worst model are 2019 Toyota RAV4, 2007 Toyota Camry, 2008 RAV4, 2009 Camry, and what again? And 2007 RAV4. These cars looks really familiar. You know the reason why? Toyota 2007 Camry, 2008 RAV4, 2009 Camry are very popular. Then we're also going to be looking at Corolla, the famous Corolla that runs like a champ and have no issues. And a lot of you who don't have open mind are getting frustrated and getting heated on already. Now, 4Runner has 641 problem. I don't want to go to 4Runner. No, I want to deal with the popular brand. A lot of people also talked about 4Runner to be die-hard car. So let's click on it and see how many problems. What was the major complaint that the 4Runner has 646 complaints. And we go to Avalon. Avalon have 585 complaints, 585. The Avalon Hybrid 37, Avenza 13, Avensis, BZ4X1. Oh my goodness. When it comes to Camry, that is where things got dark. The number upscales very fast, like a super sports car, Formula One that is upshifting gear. And we got a whooping 3,800 complaints on Camry alone. I want to go to the hybrid. It dropped about 27.1 complaint. Can you open that up for us? Car complaint, please. I want to see through that. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Here are the Toyota complaint model year for Toyota Camry. Overall, the worst problem category is Toyota Camry engine problem. Now, this is not a made-up thing, because right in the garage where I work, guess what, guys? The most engines that get fixed right there, from blown top cylinder head gasket, bad coolant pump, is Toyota. Now we got 2024, 2023. Which one should we dive in first? Which ones? Oh my goodness, this is real steep. But you see where the chart started going up is from 2009. The chart has been a little bit low from 2024, and when it's hit 2009, 209, from 211 to 10, it started getting bigger, 208, 29, and 27. That is where, oh my God, the hell cut loose. I wonder why it skipped the 2006, because 2006, as far as I can remember, if your gasket blown, you are replacing the engine or you are rebuilding it, because the cylinder block is going to be pulling the threads alongside 2425. You know, that Camry is terrible. 23, from 23, you know. Now 27, there is a whole lot of complaint on 27, and guess what? This shit is all over Nigeria. I mean, when you talk about Camry, the most popular ones in Nigeria is 2007. Oh my God. Damn. I mean, to some point, the 2006, 252, 423 Camry was named big for nothing in Nigeria. However, the 2007, a lot of people call it muscle. They are kind of imitating the American car and say it's a muscle car. I don't know what's muscle about that. Maybe it's due to the build-up body shape. So let's dive into the 29. I want to start from top, you know, then we get to the worst last. What is the problem of 2009 Toyota Camry? Let's see where it's where things started getting dark. Used to be done with I don't know what this guy wrote here, pretty good, but that was before alarming of a complaint of started Excessive oil consumption has always been the problem of most Toyota engines. However, Scotty will never share this with his, audience. Being caught off guard now quickly, the cars are running out of oil, no leak spill, just one quart. That's huge of vanishing oil in as little as 1,200 miles. Toyota maintained that this is economical, blah, 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 2AZFE engine, even though it used a technical service bulletin problem of August 2011. Engine problems, interior problems. Now, let's dive into it. You know the reason why I want to go into engine problem? Because that is what can actually hit your wallet really fast, as much as transmission issue. Now, did I talk about coolant pump failure even before this very time? We're going to take a look at it right here. They have 4 complaints and the NHTSA complaint about 5. And we got a steering problem about 46. Woo, my God. We got a transmission problem 10 and the NHTSA complaints 21 problem. Yeah, banging, not shifting, delay in shifting, a whole lot. AC heater problem, compressor failure, and all that. Nigerian witnessed a lot of problem concerning that, and it's very sensitive. Boom, the compressor is gone. Suspensions, oh my goodness, I'm not shocked. The suspension problem, Toyota suck at doing suspensions. However, I don't know where Scotty got the message that the car runs like a champ. And for years, a lot of people are singing a lot of social media praises. Go to the comment section of Scotty's channel. He's running like bullets when you go to Warfront. So most 90% of Toyota that comes to our garage has a suspension issue, and we are going to dive into that. So let's quickly we're going to go into transmission problems, then we go to steering problem. Yeah, we're going to go to steering problem, then we're not going to go to cooling problem. Oh, body paint problem has a whole lot of digital problem. Digital face is very easy than creating analog. That's 217. Oh my goodness. Let's go to engine problems. It has a whole lot of 506. It seems like this is what the Peugeot just named their car. 506 problem from the NHTSA. So let's dive into the engine problems and let's start debunking what channels, a lot of channels have been claiming that Toyota car is a die-hard. Look at it. 227 complaints on excessive oil consumption. That doesn't look good. And we got a 13 record of engine failure. Oh my God. And we got 3 car surges forward when driving, rough idle, 3, 2, 1 defective oil in line with wrong with excessive knocking, engine knocking excessively, fire destroyed car, head gasket blew. Head gasket blew. Well, the head gasket blew thing is very more concerning. Alarming rate that is not even recorded because Nigerians are not coming over here to come and record theirs else. Toyota will never make a sale if Nigeria should troop out in their massive population, because this is a problem that plagues this car like every now and then. They make this, in fact, I made a video telling you that this company make the worst top cylinder head gasket ever. So when they are saying the gasket blew, well, that's just a tip on the iceberg. Nigeria got more record on that than any other country. I don't know, maybe Africa perhaps, because they didn't record that. Maybe I have to stimulate some of them to come out here and drop their complaints, but they wouldn't even do that because a lot of them love Toyota because it has a lot of second-hand value. Beware of the clunker. That is the name. That's the code word. So we got 2009 here. We haven't even gone to 2007. Excessive oil consumption, page 1 of 12. Oh my goodness. A typical repair cost is between $1,230. That is huge. And average mile well this happens is around 96,600 miles. The rating is pretty bad. Total complaint is 227 complaint. Most common solutions, not sure. 116 report Toyota say is pretty normal. That's what Scotty is gonna say. I'm not hating on Scotty, all right? But I hate the fact that some people can just take some kind of bad engineering and call it the best car all time. And we got Toyota normal. Toyota says it's pretty normal. And number 3 says starting the excessive oil consumption test, 17 reports. So it is a verified case. 4 is a replace engine block, 15 reports. Toyota says 1.1 quads per 600 is pretty normal. How isn't that going to be pretty normal? How isn't 1.1 quads per 600 mile is pretty normal? Well, replace piston rings, seals gasket, and bearing, 14 report. So these are people, actual people who are reporting this very problem in regard to when it happens, and the engine, don't forget the engine, including lawsuit to AZFE engine, right? So here we come. Here we go. It's not gonna be looking good on those who are clinging on this is the best engine, this is the best engine. Oh, daddy is already sleeping. Daddy is already sleeping. Okay. So I want to dive out of this a little bit because there is so much. Want to go back to body and paint problem. And where is it at? You know, people can be very quick to air their complaints, especially America, but they can't be so good at, you know, showing gratitude. So that's why you're gonna be seeing a lot of things here. Kite. So, popping noise, side door rattling, cranking noise. In winter, pin stripping, detailing, water leaking into vehicle. Wow, that's a whole lot. Come to brake problem. Brake problem, definitely VSC is gonna be there. I've seen this a lot. Brake problem, ABS and traction control. What did I say? Squeaking noise, blue, 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 blue. Now, brake not working properly. I want to go ahead and check this now. Before we go further, I want to say that why Nigeria might not even come here, Nigerians might not come here to come and start flooding these places, because most of them poor. I mean, they don't have money. Not that they are naturally poor. You know, it's a political dumb shit thing. So let's go to it and see how many miles it start occurring, because that's what I'm here. 63 miles. Are you serious on average? Oh my goodness, that is really terrible. Terrible. 63 mileage. I mean, most Nigerians are going to be seeing the car to be new when it got to 63 miles, untampered. That's crazy. And I really wonder what happens. So, and if we take a look at it, if someone can be able to start 68 miles between the brand new car bought in 2009 and he's reporting in 2014, the car has not gone anywhere, guys. That is just about 5 years. He barely drove this car. He didn't even stress this car. I want you guys to get my logic here. If a car is made in 2009 and this guy could be able to start 63,000 miles on it between 2009 and 2012, then we say this guy stressed the car. But for the fact that it took 5 years for him to start 63,000 miles on it, means he barely used the car. He just used the car, just normal usage. And I was driving to work, and all of a sudden ABS light came up and gauge are going crazy, you know. So I was thinking I don't have any of those kind of problems. I don't know there are a lot of them. So it's actually good to come to car complaints and type in the car brand which you're driving, so you can see what people are saying about this very car. Because sometimes the solution from the TSB Technical Service Bulletin, which most oftentimes I push the car brand to provide, might be a solution, even despite the fact that most Nigerians will never get their car recall. Any car that crosses Nigeria never comes back again. So I want to go back to the cooling problem. No, I want to go back to transmission problem. That takes a lot of money out of the wallet. And the AC problem, we're going to go there. We're going to go there, guys. So irregular shifting timing, transmission failure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I want to go transmission failure and irregular shift timing. Let's see how many miles it started hitting the owners. Oh my goodness. That's like a car just getting out of the car lot, man. That's just like the car getting out of the car lot. 24,700 miles on average. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's like the car getting out of the car lot. Damn. You have 68 miles on in February 2019. You know what? This guy don't even stress this car. But that's to say that's a terrible engineering. He uploaded it because of, oh my God, having multiple problems with my Toyota Camry with 68K. My major issue is transmission problem. The common transmission on this very with this very car here, a lot of people call it 22 pins. He spent $3,000 for a transmission rebuild. What's the experience? But Scotty said this is the best car of the world. Be mindful of what these guys, the bloggers, the vloggers say. And this one got a 0 mile. 0 mile on. It's a 29 Camry, and he reported in August 2009. Okay, purchased it down and shift roughly at times from 50 kilometer downwards. Oh my goodness. This car has 0 mile on it. Are you sure this is not a factory problem? I don't want to go ahead into reading all that. You guys can come here and read it for you because this information is available. This one is 6,000 miles. Oh, I feel like crying and throw myself on the ground. Oh my goodness. What is this, man? Who does that? Automatic transmission, shift erratically. So how do this car run for years like a champ with just 6,000 miles on, and people are having a transmission failure? Nigeria will never see this coming because these guys bought this car brand new off the car lot from the dealership. And guys, look at it. But the complaints is not too much though. You know, it's not too much. It's not too much. So let's get to the AC heater problem. Is 7 complaints on that. Well, that compressor actually does last a lot. The variable displacement compressor that uses electronic climate control system, which means the ECU controls the AC. 2 complaints. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not really bad. Fuel system problem, we got 21 on the NHT suspension 5. Want to go to electrical problems. Why is the NHT complaints much more than the other guys? Engine wood turnover frequent. Okay, electrical system. Let's click on this and see what this guy got. Oh, papayas. Okay. Okay, crash, fires, injuries, deaths. Okay, really awful. Average mile is 55. Okay, guys, you guys can see right here. So you guys can come again and check this. I think the fact files from the NHTS file is much more direct. You can see it here. So most of the times it's very good that you come to look at the NHTSA files because they go under investigation to check. And you see sometimes that their own record is much more than what people are talking about here. Their underground investigation, like here they say driver train problem is 3, but the NHT complaint is 29. Miscellaneous problem 1, but the NHTSA complaint is 164. This is interesting. This is interesting. Really interesting. Excessive oil consumption. Okay, unknown other problem. Let's get in there. 71 crashes, 320 injury, average mile 45 mile. Really awful about this. It is a U.S. government agency tasked with vehicle safety compliance. Can be spread across multiple and redundant category and not organized by problem C, but in blue and very top. So these guys are going into investigating. If we don't have this kind of agency in Africa to be able to look into consumers report or to go and investigate. So technically speaking, what the Nigerian government are doing in this regard is just road safety making money, police making money, VIO making money, every force making money, but nobody goes to investigate what the end users are really going through. So, okay, here on 24th, 2024, June, Camry, miles not indicated. I've been into automobile accident and the passenger airbag never deployed. A few years back, and I took my vehicle for the stick dashboard record. Toyota replaced it. A few years later, the dashboard is sticky and shiny, worse than the first. I called Toyota to get it replaced for free of charge, and they told me that it's not responsible and denied the fix. Replace the sticker dashboard. I almost have gotten accident into the shiny glare from the dashboard. Now, we got more. A lot of stories like this. But what I want to say here, which I want to use to wrap this up, is that did we started in 29? I've even forgotten where we started this whole thing, but pretty much it's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing because it's the same company, right? If we go through all this, we are gonna see it running out of oil, 1 quart at every 1,000. That's it. It's still the same company, except they have to change their pattern. Report of 148 engine problems, and the NHTSA complaint is 258. When they go under investigation, they get to see more than people are complaining. Why? Because these people are not expert. But when you get expert into the field, like forensic science, they get to dig out more problems. Like here, we got a 9 problem in transmission, but the NHC or societies are seeing 22. So that's something which the Scotty will never do. They got an electrical problem complaint by the end user by 7. They say 7 problem. The NHTS is 46. So guys, okay, now the end users are complaining 6 problem on the body paint. The NHT complaints, NHT societies are complaining after their thorough investigation is 138 problem. Wow. So guys, you guys can see for yourself. So if we go into 2007, it's still gonna be a lot of oil burning, oil, shortage, engine issues. That's it. And like I said, even when you service it, increasing increasing number of Toyota experiencing excessive oil consumption. Now, in my own vast experience, which I'm going to be sharing with you here, for a lot of you guys who stayed at this very moment here, let's read more, is that most Nigerians are not going through this problem. Do you know the reason why? I shared a typical solution to this problem, which the manufacturer might not see it coming. But a lot of you guys who are in the Western world who experience this winter, well, this is going to be a little bit different. And here, the saying is defective piston rings. So which means you have to replace the piston rings. So a bad piston, a bad material used to do the piston rings is what resulted into the problem. However, in my own hypothesis, Toyota issued a technical service bulletin, but maintaining their stance that the vehicle equipped with a 2 AZFE engine are burning through a normal amount of oil. Wow. Now, my own hypothesis about this very issue here is that you need a thicker oil, not the synthetic, right? In order to be able to get through with this. Else, I've seen a lot of the same 2007 car with normal mineral oil, and it runs very fine. So you're going to be burning a lot of money trying to use synthetic to run this very car. It's lighter, and when the temperature builds up, it becomes more lighter, and it gets to pass through in between the cylinder walls and the piston rings. And that is where it hits the top dead center, which is the combustion chamber, and it starts burning. So now we got it here, 591 problem on the engine. Oh my God, and 2007 most popular Toyota Camry. Damn, this is like a nightmare in a broad daylight plaguing you, like watching a horror movie in the night. Any little thing that shakes up any corner of the building, you're gonna get terrified more. It intensifies the nightmare. This is exactly what it is. Oh my goodness. I know a lot of you guys are going to have a different perspective about Scotty's ranting about Toyota being the best car on this one. Well, in the next episode, I'm going to try to dig into the German cars' worst. We're going to go through them worst, one after the other. Mercedes, VW, because he often actually rival it with VW, not to ever buy VW. So I want to dive into it. So let's check through car complaints. What people are going through with their Volkswagen in comparative with what people are going through with Toyota. And also with Nissan. Nissan has a lot of record, and we're not talking about the Grand Cherokee Jeep that a lot of people, made a lot of terrible drivetrains and bad engines, as much as a Hyundai. We haven't even gone there, right? Save Honda. Honda is like, now let's go into here. So you've seen a whole whopping 593 which owners reported. Then when the societies of car, NHTSA go into their investigation, they are discovering 1,023 issues. So it's a whole lot, guys. And on this, I know the transmission system is going to be really sweating mad. The owners can, come out confidently to report 47. But this is just fraction, tip on the iceberg, because I know it's not everyone who is using Toyota in US who is coming to make their complaints here. That is why when the NHTS go into investigation, they discover the real more problems. Like here we see 83 problem, because some people are shy of coming to report a problem. But when the investigators go to investigate, who cares about the consumer's product, They see 380 problems. So that's like 300 was completely not reported. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now look at this one here. The body paint problem. Only 26 came to report this problem. However, when the Society of Car Consumers, Car Consumers goes into digging things up, we are seeing 400. Look at the transmission system. Transmission, 47 only came to report. But look at what the investigators came out with, 201. So this is, look at electrical. Only 22 came to report, but 231 problem was actually recorded by the societies of car users, end users, whatever you're going to call them. So guys, this is reality here. Forget about most of the things that people on the YouTube are telling you, because they are paid to mislead you to buy this car and tell you that it runs like a champion, runs forever. It has 200,000 million miles on and the car is running, no issues. So you go and buy it, and now you're visiting mechanic every now and then. Some other things which I will not forget here is the suspension. This every stability component is like, okay, what did I say? I said suspension. Toyota suck in making suspension. Look at only 11 reported, but the NHTSA complaint is 11. And you know why the number here is not even up? Because the road in the US and some other part of the world in the US is quite better compared to that of Nigeria. If you come to Nigeria, you know, when you talk about worst cars in Nigeria, the road is making 90% of it. The road is more terrible than the cars. So the road is not motorable in the reality sense, not that the car is not roadworthy. So guys, wheels and hub problem 10 reported and 58. These are the common problem you'll be getting in Nigeria because of the terrible road. So guys, this is where I'm going to be stopping it on the Toyota car complaints. If you want to read out more for yourself, go ahead and read out more. Then you're going to see that the numbers in the older models, 96, 97, 99, they are more friendly. But where things start getting dark is from 2002, 2003, newer models. Toyota quickly realizes that you need to be selling more parts. Let's take a look at 2012. I'm looking at something here. There's going to be AC problem. I want to use this to wrap this up. Yes, like as if I've been here before. AC heater problem. That was the first. You know the reason why? Because in 2011, Toyota changed their system of AC system configuration, and the compressor is the problem. If we dive in here right now, we're going to be seeing compressor problem because of the flow sensor failure. Okay, say foul smell, heater drains, AC rattling noise, AC compressor failed. Well, the AC compressor failed is only one person that reported it, but there's a whole lot of more. Why do Toyota give a 752 technical service bulletin on this? 2 recalls on this issue on 2012 Toyota Camry. But like I said, okay, transmission 27 recorded. Let's take a look at it. Okay, it wasn't too bad. It's pretty good. Wasn't too bad. 11 failures. Let's take a look at it. And wow, the typical cost is around 5,200. That is terrible. Well, terrible. It's pretty bad. Look at it. Average mile is 52,000 miles on 2012 Toyota Camry. Well, I know I'm not gonna do justice to all this today without going to take a look at Toyota Corolla. Someone talked about this very car here. Look at Corolla right there. Let's take a look at Corolla. They say it runs like a champ and it never have any problem. We need to take a look at it. I'm sorry I'm taking a lot of you guys' time, but we need to take a look at it. We need to go straight and see which of them that has been. 2014 is bad. 2010, 2009, oh my God. And this is so popular in Nigeria. Okay, you see, it seems like a 2003, 2004, 2005. This slipped through the cracks. 26, 27. Let's take a look at the 251. That's the Uber choice. That's the student car. But right now, it's one of the most expensive car in Nigeria. Body paint, electrical problem, transmission problem, engine problem. Yeah. Yes. I was going to the engine problem. It's not about the 9 problem which they reported. There is the 175 NHTSA complaints, discoveries. That's my take. That car has engine problems a lot of engine problems. Now we also need to go to Highlander. You know the reason why I want to go to Highlander? Because it's equipped with 2GR engine. That 2GR engine has a lot of problems. Gasket problems, coolant pump failure, and worse. The gasket problem on the 2GR engine is I am rating that engine as one of the worst engine because you will not replace the top cylinder head gasket until you pull the engine completely out of the car. That is something you will rarely see on most Volkswagen engine. Rarely you will replace the top cylinder head with it in the car. So what we're trying to say there is the stress is going to take. And you know, if it takes a lot of stress, it's going to take a lot of hour and it's going to take a lot of money. That is what it is. So we got a transmission problem here. I want to go back. Let's take a look at the one that has the most catchy. 2009, 2010 is the most alarming, the worst of Toyota problem. Let's take a look at it and see what is the major engine problem. Wow, 76 problem reported, but the NHT is 334 when they go into investigation, when people started actually complaining. Now we see transmission problem. It didn't really have much of a transmission problem. What about electrical problem? 89. Steering problem 384. Wow, that steering problem definitely is equipped with electrical assisted power steering, so definitely maybe the failure rate is high. We're going to take a look at that steering before we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the engine problems. I'm certain that their VVTi, famous VVTi failure will be there. Excessive oil consumption, loud noise from the engine. Yes, that loud noise from the engine is mostly from the VVT system. Check engine light on. Yes, from the failed ignition coil and all that. I want to check that. Let's check it and see if I'm making things up. Let's see if I'm making things up. And typical 900 cost average 75 miles. Wow, that's on the early sign. And most Nigerians are actually getting this car from junkyard when it hits, you know, when it hits 100,000 mile above. So I want to go back to let me see the engine noise. I'm certain that's going to be coming from VVT when starting up. Yes, a basically engine makes an awful noise when it starts up after going to several mechanic found oil burning and creating sludge and replacing the engine. Wow. Mostly that is actually due to VVT system failure. This VVT system, we're not talking about the solenoid. Manual trans noise engaging and starting apparently coming from Colas, where other blah 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 blah. They get definitely cause of. Wow. Okay. Now we got it. Look at it here. 2016 Toyota 2009 with 184 mile due to an apparent known fact in the VVT gear. Too much oil drained back into the oil pan, which caused unlubricated VVT gear related to timing chain, loud metallic clanking noise. Loud metallic clanking noise from the second upon startup. Only the noise was getting progressively louder and worse. Gear or VVT chain was replaced $600 Canadian. So this one is 49. So there is a whole lot, guys. 5 to 6 hours. So guys, there is a lot. Come over here and see for yourself. This is not a fugazi. This is a reality. This is a reality. So I want to go to the excessive oil consumption. I already saw that coming. I was talking about something here. There's something I was talking about before I get to here. That's the word, the steering. Yes, I want to go through the steering problem. Okay, wondering, steering is not driving, eject to side, steering stop, loose with quick. Okay, so it really don't have much of a steering so let's take a look at the society of okay, crashes 0, 45 to 0, injury 0, average 18,000 miles. Really awful. That's about a US government agency tasked with vehicle safety compliance can spread across multiple. So those are the people who did this investigation, and these are their findings. Their own findings are more specific because these guys are good. They are not just end users. They are tasked with solving this problem. So 377 problems, 360. So you guys can look this up and stop following Scotty for all this. I'm not saying follow me. No, I'm just telling you the truth as it is, right? I love when someone tell me the truth so I can stop making the same mistake all over again. Look at it on 100 miles Corolla. Look at it. So you guys can, in fact, I think the best thing you guys can do whenever you come to car complaint is not even reporting going to see people's individual problem, but go to the professionals who has been commissioned by the government to look up this very problem when people started complaining about it. So we're gonna scroll all the way down here and see what the NHC on Toyota is saying. No injuries, and it started from 20 miles. 20 miles, that's like a brand new car. If you hand over someone a car with a 20 miles on, it's gonna be thanking you so much for a lot of, that's a brand new car. And look at it. So when government tax people and they requires transparency, they get you the truth right there. You see a lot of things there. So they go into a deeper investigations of most cars which people are driving, and they put this fact right here on the car complaint so that people can see it as it is without compromise, so that the manufacturers can level up and stop exploiting people making junk cars. However, this doesn't really, in my own complete analysis, I am not quite disappointed by this, because Toyota is made cheap. Everything about Toyota is made cheap compared to Lexus. Lexus is well made. Toyota is made cheap for affordability. It's a car that is made with the purpose of errand car, right? But people started finding it fun, finding it good to drive. It's not fun to drive, no. If you want to find a fun car to drive, then you look the other way around. Look at European cars. Those are top tier tech cars that are fun to drive, that shift like dreams. Even Scotty can testify to that when he was making a test drive on a Volkswagen Golf car. He tells you that it shifts like dreams. Even with all that claims that you should run away from Volkswagen for the love of God, but at least he was able to testify that those cars shift like dreams, that is fun to drive compared to Toyota. So guys, this is where I'm going to be wrapping it up. Thank you for watching. Drop me a comment in the section. We know that no car is is without problems, right? But what we're trying to do here is to save you from a lot of impending expenditures, which you're going to be seeing a lot of them here. Nigerians are escaping all these expenditures, and they don't know that Toyota make terrible cars. Why? Because most car parts which they buy, they are not buying the parts, OEM parts, brand new. So they don't know how much it costs. The Igbo people who are importing and getting car parts from the junkyard, crush yard, and all those areas, slash down the cost of used parts, and that is why they are not feeling it. But not in 2023, after the new administration started blowing things out of proportion, that now the price of Toyota parts are more even expensive than Mercedes. So this is fact. If you can live with it, then you're gonna deal with it with your wallet. That's how it is. If you can deal with the truth over here, you deal with it with your wallet. So that's it. I wouldn't go into the Highlander today, but that's the Highlander there having like 786, right? So the notorious one is 2015 and 2014. Oh, there is a whole lot on Highlander. 2008, oh my goodness. Oil burning is going to be there. Transmission issues is going to be there. There is a whole lot of problem with Highlander. However, it's one of the most popular car in Nigeria too, about Toyota. So guys, thank you for watching. Thanks. I'll see you guys next.